is Alex Chu, and today is August 7th, 2010, and welcome to another episode of Let a Chinese Guy Teach You White People How to Run Your Own Country. Anyway, I noticed something, I noticed that this country, United States, it's collapsing, it's crumbling, okay? The government can no longer sustain itself. You know why I know that? Because, in Oakland, California, I own a 30 units apartment complex building, okay? A whole building, I own it. I own this whole building. It has 30 apartments inside, okay? And then I'm the landlord, okay? I have to pay for property tax. I have to pay for water. I have to pay for electricity. I have to pay for pest control. I have to pay for the garbage fees. I have to pay for this. I have to pay for that. And then as a landlord, I have to collect rent, right? I collect the rent so I can sustain my mortgage. I can sustain this. I can sustain all my utilities and all my taxes, right? And I realized one thing. United States of America, okay? It's the government it's like the landlord of a building, okay? And then the people are like the renters, okay? And I realized that American people demand too much, okay? The United States government, it's all about the people. The people demand this. The people demand that. The people want too much from the government, okay? You know why? Because, look, we're slowly, this country, United States of America, is slowly turning into communism. When this country was first founded, okay, in 1776, we don't have any Social Security benefits. We don't have any, food stamps. We don't have any government aid or unemployment aid or anything like that. We don't have nothing like that, And right now we have, you name it, we have everything, every day, I swear to God, I see so many people, they just sit on their couch, eat potato chips and watch TV. They have nothing to do. And then when you ask them, what do you do for a living? And he said, I'm handicapped, so I collect Social Security benefit. The government paid me, $800 or $900 a month, and I just sit home. I don't do anything. I see a lot of people like that. And honestly speaking, are they really handicapped? No. I know a lot of people, they look fine. They look very normal. They walk around. They could drive. They could talk to people. They look absolutely normal. And then they call themselves handicapped. Oh, I'm handicapped. I collect Social Security benefit. It's ridiculous. Sorry about that. But what I'm saying is this: United States is slowly turning into communism. Right now, is it fair that people keep on collecting unemployment benefits? Because I can't find a job, therefore unemployment benefit must be extended. It must be extended. I have to sit home at least another 52 weeks. Please give me more unemployment benefit. Is that fair? And what about food stamp? I'm poor. Therefore, you got to give me food stamp. I have to eat for free. Or what about housing benefits? For example, I'm a poor person. Therefore, the government has to pay for my rent. And then minimum wage law. It's only right that the government, the employer pay me a certain amount of wage. You cannot pay me below $5 or $6, whatever. In China, they don't have stuff like that. What I'm saying is, we are more communist than Chinese, okay? We are even more communist than the Chinese. If you go to China, they don't have unions. They don't have minimum wage law. They don't have unemployment benefits. They don't have nothing like that. And there's certainly no Social Security benefit. Hey, if you're stupid or if you're handicapped, hey, you're on your own. You better pray to God that you have a relative who's going to take care of you. Because the government is not going to throw money at you if you're disabled or something. See, the Chinese we're even more communist than the Chinese. And right now, wow, we're feeding all these people, Social Security, unemployment benefits, this and that, handicaps, stuff like that, food stamp. At the end, the government just basically, we're losing control. The government cannot sustain itself anymore. You look at how much debt we're in. Today I checked, we have $13.29 trillion. So basically, every 3 months or every 3 to 4 months, we have another $1 trillion debt, okay? And then we also owe a Social Security pension, like like $10 trillion, and then Medicaid and Medicare, that's like 30-some trillion dollars that we have to come up with, okay? And also military pensions, we owe that, and then we also owe lots of, we have so much debt, you know, the experts are saying that we have close to $60 trillion that we have to come up with. $60 trillion debt, you know? So basically what I'm saying is that the people have too much rights. This country is becoming a communist country. The people have too much rights. So at the end, I don't know, when I was a child, I thought the United States is the best country in the world. Democracy, yeah, you know, it's like the best country in the world. Democracy is number one. Right now, I don't think so anymore. I think democracy is failing. You know why? Because democracy is all about the people. Everything is about the people. Oh yeah, people has the right to do that. People has the right to do this. Let me ask you a question. What about the rights of the government? Huh? What about the rights of the government? Don't the government has the right to survive? You know, if the people demand too much, the people want free food, the people want free shelter, the people want money for being unemployed. You want free money for being unemployed. What about the rights of the government? You know, you're taking away all the rights of the government. You know, the people are just too powerful. So basically, this government is collapsing because people demand too much. You know, the people want too much from the government. So I think this government will eventually collapse, and the new government is going to rise up. Okay, and I hope the new government will remember this lesson that we learned. Okay, democracy is not foolproof. Democracy is not perfect. In the future, people have to remember. Okay, people demand this, people demand that. But remember, okay, you have to let the government survive. You know, what about the rights of the government? So in the future, if we set up a new government, okay, we got to be careful on the Bill of Rights. You don't just write, you know, the people have the right to do this, people have the right to do that. You also have to write stuff like the government has the right to do this, the government has the right to do that, right? You have to remember the government has rights. For example, if we have a new Bill of Rights, right? Okay, then we have to write stuff like the government has the right to impose a one-child policy in the future when the population grows too large. You know, like China, you can only have one child in China, right? So maybe in the future, the United States will also have like 1 billion people or 1.5 billion people, just like China. So we have to think of stuff in advance. We have to give the government rights to impose one-child policy. You know, when we see that the population grows too big. Or the government has the right to do this, the government has the right to do that, right? The government has the right to refuse unions or refuse minimum wage laws and stuff like that. And then on our new Bill of Rights, we also have to write stuff like the people have the right to gay marriage. You know, gays can't get married. Or the people have the right to prostitution, or people has the right to drug usage, whatever. But when we write a new contract, a new Bill of Rights, we also have to write down the rights of the government. You know, the government has rights to do certain things, and we cannot forget that. If we take away the rights of the government, this whole government is going to collapse, just like the United States, where this government is collapsing. You know, so because the people have way too much power. So yeah, that's all I want to say for this episode. You know, people have too much rights, and we have to modify this government a little bit. Thank you very much.